Welcome to the Autofocus Q&A, where we invite leaders, top executives, and personalities from the automotive sector to answer questions about the automobile and its industry from our invited motoring journalists and those sent to us by our viewers. This week from the motoring media, we have the General Manager of AutoIndustria.com, Mr. Brent Go. Welcome back to Autofocus, Brent.
Good evening. Glad to be back.
He's joined by the contributing writer of the Manila Times and associate off-road editor of BBC Top Gear Philippines, Mr. B-Boy Vargas. B-Boy,
good evening.
Your first time, welcome.
Yep, thank you.
And as for our esteemed guest this week on the Autofocus Q&A, we have the very amiable and very young managing director of Solar Transport Automotive Resources, the official distributors of BYD vehicles in the country, Mr. Mark Andrew Tieng.
It's my pleasure and my great honor to be here.
My privilege to have you. Okay, getting this show on the road for our first question, Mark. BYD is the newest kid on the block, so to speak. So a lot of people are intrigued by what BYD means and what BYD is and what vehicles you intend to distribute to the country. Can you give us a brief background of BYD?
Okay, BYD is Build Your Dreams. It stands for our dreams. It stands for our cars. It stands for every Filipino's dream to have a car. We launched September 2013. We initially introduced 3 models, but as of today, we already carry a total of 5 models. Overall, as a whole, what sets BYD apart from the rest of the competition is, number 1, we are very high-tech. All our cars come with a push start button, comes with a proximity sensor, and a key card as thin as just 2 credit card thick. So you just walk in, with a push of a button, your door will unlock, and you can sit down on your car and push start. Even our smallest subcompact car have a push start button. BYD is known to be an IT and a battery company in China. Their strengths in IT because they are the ones who manufacture laptops, cell phones for ASUS and Hewlett-Packard and many other brands. And their strength in new energy, which is batteries and solar panels, give them an edge in the automotive industry. The synergy of these technologies are all total into the automotive segment of the brand.
Mark, I also understand that now the image of BYD precedes itself, especially with this news that one major investor in the world is involved in BYD. Can you tell us something about this?
In 2009, one of the world's richest men, Mr. Warren Buffett, invested in BYD. He invested a 9.89% stake in BYD, and he shelled out $232 million. Our chairman of BYD, Mr. Wang, became the richest man in China after the stock increased 7-fold. As of the moment, in 2014, Mr. Buffett still holds his stake in BYD and he has no plans of selling. So we claim that we are an American-Chinese company.
That is a distinction, really.
Being the newest kid in the block, basically, and with 5 product lines at the moment, no? I understand you have a electric vehicle waiting in the wing, or are you promoting it already, or tell us about it so we can.
Let me tell you a short summary of the 5 vehicles. Mm-hmm. So we have the S6 SUV, which is one of our best sellers. It comes with 5-star crash rating. It has 6 airbags. And tayong mga Pilipino, we want when you open and you pop the hood and you carry up, you pull the hood up, you really feel how heavy the hood is. Yan ang namimiss ng mga Pilipino. So you have to see for yourself and feel our SUVs. And all of our cars, all of them have a heavy hood. The second car is the F5 Suri. It is the world's first remote control car. So it's the only remote control car wherein you can start the car with a push button from your remote. You can move it forward, reverse, turn left, or turn right. It is also 5-star crash rated. It also has 6 airbags. And in terms of features, it has even more than the S6 because it has its tire pressure monitoring system. The third model is our L3. It's a sedan, and we call it an abundance of features. It's the most competitively priced among the sedan range, and you get a bevy of features like, again, 7-inch touchscreen, sunroof, leather seats, automatic headlights, and still the push start button. The next among the range is the soon to be launched F0. It is a subcompact car, priced below $500,000. It still has the push start function, and it's very, very fun to drive, and you have to drive it for yourself. The last model we are about to launch, it just arrived a few days ago in Manila, is the F3 sedan. But this specific car will be only targeted towards rent-a-cars and taxi fleets, because the model already comes with a wire for the meters, for the top lights, and the design of the car is really fit for taxis. So for example, it already comes with alloy wheels. It has leather seats so that it's easier to clean. The interior headboard is made of plastic. And of course, our promise to these taxi operators is we will keep and maintain a number of spare parts for both service and body repair. About your question on electric vehicles, we currently have brought in one demo unit of our E6 pure electric car. It is our own concept. It is a working concept car in Manila. It is a pure electric car. One charge can go up to 300 kilometers. To charge it at Philippine rates, it takes us 2.5 hours. And it costs us 700 pesos.
700
Only
pesos to go to Baguio.
700 pesos to go to Baguio, yes. We brought it in to primarily push for the alternative fuels bill, which is currently proposed in Congress and in Senate. And I hope with the demonstration of technology, we are able to save the environment and lessen our reliance on fossil fuels.
Your 2.5-hour charging time is with the standard electric plug or with the proprietary BYD charger?
It comes with a proprietary BYD charger.
So it's a quick charger?
It's a quick charger, and the quick charger is now available in our showroom at Shaw Boulevard. And hopefully, with talks with a certain electric distribution company, we are hoping that we are able to install many more charging stations around Manila.
You are really the newest kid on the block. No other brand came in after them. And I understand that your first public appearance was during the Autofocus Test Drive Festival last April. How was it? How was the acceptance of the new brand? Because most of those who went to the test drive went there to test drive the known brands, and here you are, the newest kid on the block, and unfortunately you got a corner slot. But how was it?
Actually, we're very happy with the results of the Autofocus test drive. It is the first test drive conducted with the whole group of brands or the whole automotive industry present, and we were lucky enough to be one of the participants, and we had a very good number of test drives during that day. In fact, it was almost 100. Quite honestly, for a new brand, we are very proud of that number. People got the chance to experience the cars and the brand side by side with other major brands, and I believe this is a very interesting position because we think in terms of quality, we can be at par. In terms of reliability and design, we can be at par with the demands of the typical Filipino driver.
You mentioned something about coming up with a new model very soon, and this will be an electric model. Are we looking forward to more of this? Because you mentioned also before that BYD is involved deeply into batteries.
Yes.
Is this an edge for you?
Definitely, definitely, the electric vehicle strength of BYD is an edge. I was once asked, no, why among the bevy of Chinese brands, why did we choose BYD? Okay, so we think that there is an ongoing shift towards cleaner transportation systems worldwide. And among all of the available China brands, then we think that only BYD has the foresight to study electric vehicles. In fact, they launched their electric vehicles back in 2009. They were the first ones, even before Tesla, which is the name brand when it comes to electric vehicles. Next year, we're planning to launch the BYD Qin. Qin is the first Chinese dynasty. So it's the first Chinese dynasty. It's the first Chinese kingdom. It launched in China in January 2013. And for the first 3 months of the year, they have outsold all the electric vehicle or hybrid vehicles in the world. In fact, they've sold 6,000 units.
With all due respect, Mark, we'll talk about that, but we just have to take a very short break and more about BYD, BYD chain, electric vehicles when you continue. Stay with us.